Good morning guys, thanks for joining me for another What's I Eat in a Day as a vegan on Slimming World. If you're new here, my name's Leanne, I'm a vegan trying to lose weight on the Slimming World plan. If you're coming back, as always, thanks ever so much for doing so. Today is Friday, it's the 14th of January, it's my birthday on Sunday, yay! As a little treat to myself, I booked myself annual leave today and Monday to give myself a long weekend. You know, not that we can go anywhere being in lockdown, but it's just nice just to chill. Because it's a fairly late morning right now, I'm just gonna grab a banana with the sticker still on for my breakfast just to keep me going till lunch. So I came up to the big Tesco. I'm actually in my mum's car right now. She's my support bubble. So yeah, we just came up and shared a journey. And I picked up two things that I've not tried before. That's the only shopping I've done. So got these Gosh veggie cocktail sausages. They are 2 syns for 5 of these mini sausages. And there's 6 portions in the pack. So I thought that was really good. And as a treat thing, I found these Saurine individual malt loaves, but these are apple flavour, these ones. You can get the vegan, there are also malt ones and banana ones available, but I thought I'd try the apple because I've not tried them before. They're all vegan and they're 4.5 syns per individual little mini loaf, so they'll be fun to try. So I ate 4 of those little sausages, and mum had 1, so I'm just going to call that a portion of 5, so that's 2 syns. And it's now lunchtime and I've just made myself a little sandwich, not as picturesque as my one from the other day, but it's just to tide me over really. So I've used a Warburton's seeded protein thin, which are one of the very few that you can have as a healthy extra B choice. Or you can use it for 5 syns, and again, like yesterday, I may use this as syns. So I'll update you later. So I've just got that with a load of tomato, load of cucumber, and then the sort of meaty looking slices you can see in there are the squeaky bean chicken kebab style slices. They're really, really tasty. They've got like a herby, crummy, crusty thing around the outside, and they're just 1.5 syns for the whole pack. Now, I've only used half the pack, but because that would work out as 3/4 of a syn, it counts as 1 syn. So, depending, oh dear, it's Delta, depending on if I use the sandwich thin as syns or as my healthy extra B, this is either 1 syn plus B or 6 syns total. I've also cut up an apple to have for afterwards, that's speed, and I've got my coffee, which has just got 100 ml of Alpro Almond Barista in there as well. So I'm just having an afternoon coffee with one of the little Saurine apple lunchbox loaves that I bought earlier. So my coffee again is 100 ml of Alpro Almond Barista, so that's 1 syn, and this, as I said earlier, is 4.5 syns. Well, hello friends. It's about dinner time. It is 10 to 8 and I'm just going to make a really quick dinner. I was just debating what to have. I haven't got loads in the house, but I was thinking, come on, I know I've got stuff that I can actually make stuff with. So, excuse the hair by the way, obviously I've just chucked it back. So I'm just making bean casserole. This is one of my favourite simple recipes. It's so delicious, it's so wholesome. It's from one of my really old cookbooks. This is called Vegetarian Not for Students. There is a vegan version of this out now, but I haven't got that one. This is just a very old, and old print copy because if you look for this book now, it looks different to this. But it's just one that I've had for years and years and years, and probably since I was like 19 actually. So wow, that's like 18 years. Okay, so let's move on very swiftly. Basically, it's onion, garlic and celery sauteed, add tomatoes, tomato puree, cannellini beans and stock. That's it. It's just so simple, and I don't know why it always tastes so good, but it does. So I'm actually going to try and make it in the pressure cooker because I need to get myself used to the pressure cooker. So, and also with this one, because I haven't quite like worked out the water ratios yet in the pressure cooker, with this particular recipe, it sort of doesn't matter if there's some excess water in there because then it's just a bit more like a soup with stuff floating in it. So yeah, I'm going to use less water, but because I know what this recipe is like, it's cool and I think this is going to work out. All right, so I'm actually going to start by just sauteing in the pressure cooker my onions and celery just to get them going. I don't know how well you can see, but I've just got a tiny splash of water in the bottom. I might add a tiny bit more, but just to saute it to start with. So I've got to try and remember, here we go, browning. I think that's right. There we go, 3 minutes of browning. We'll see what happens. I am obviously going to stir it. Okay, so this has just done its 3 minutes of sauteing. So they've started to go a little bit translucent, so that's really good. So I'm literally just going to chuck in the rest of the ingredients. I've got 6 salad tomatoes chopped up here. It's just an arbitrary number really, because I didn't really follow a recipe for this. And then, I mean, a load of frozen garlic. It's maybe 4 cloves worth. I'm not really sure. I tend to put a lot of garlic and stuff because I like it, so take from that what you will. I'm going to use 1 Knorr vegetable stock pot and 2 tins of cannellini beans, as well as some tomato puree. That's not tomato puree. Oh no, panic not, I found some. So a really big squidge. I mean, that is my standard measurement for tomato puree anyway. About that much is fine. 3 tablespoons maybe? Okay, it's the tomatoes, garlic and stock in there as well, along with the cannellini beans, both tins just drained and very briefly rinsed. I've just added in a big old pinch of salt and some black pepper as well, quite a few grinds. And I'm just gonna like mix it very loosely together. All right, so far my issue with the pressure cooker has been that I add too much liquid, so we'll see if I've added too little. Basically, I've only got it maybe an inch in there because of course I think that the tomatoes and the celery might release quite a lot, and of course it does keep the liquid in, so we'll see. Okay, I used the rice setting on mine and I've put it on for 9 minutes. Well, it's done and it's looking pretty good to me. In fact, I would say that is pretty much the perfect texture. So what I do now is just squidge down the beans a little bit, just to break them up a little bit, although it's not going to be loads, and then serve up. All right, here we are, all finished. That's my portion, and then I've got enough for another portion as well. Happy days, sin-free of course. What I actually didn't tell you guys was that over the course of the afternoon, because I didn't eat enough at lunch or have a proper breakfast, I actually ended up polishing off all of those little mini sausages. So yeah, that's essentially 10 syns. So as of right now, I'm on 17.5 syns today. I get 25 a day, so I've got 6.5 left. If you're wondering what this is behind me, this is my birthday cake for Sunday. My mum bought it for me today. So yeah, Sunday is my birthday and I'm gonna be, let's just say I'm gonna be off plan. Right then guys, it's my last update of the day. I'm having a Galaxy vegan hot chocolate. 5 syns for 25 grams of the powder. Really recommend it because it's so nice. And I'm also having a cup of nighttime tea, and just now I had a cup of after dinner tea as well by Pucker. But that's everything from me. So finishing on, I think that makes it 23.5 syns, 22.5. Well, you'll see on my summary that I put in a minute. But yeah, that's it from me. So thank you ever so much for watching. I hope today's video was okay, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Night night.